Today's investigation brings us to the ancient town of Stratford-upon-Avon.
Stratford-upon-Avon is a beautiful example of England's Tudor heritage. Its main industry is tourism and its famous association with the playwright William Shakespeare.
This property has been cited as one of the most haunted buildings in England. Hundreds of paranormal investigations have taken place over the last few years, including Living TV's Most Haunted.
The GPS team welcome you to the Falstaffs experience. With the light fading fast, the team began setting up their equipment for the night ahead. In the meantime, lead investigator Barry Guy met up with the owners of the Falstaffs experience in order to find out some more about its fascinating history.
Tell us a little bit about the history of this building.
The first records of the place date back to 1196. It had been a very small property then originally, simple wattle and daub building, timber frame. One of the previous owners was William Rogers, whose nephew was William Shakespeare's godson. It's been the home to 4 mayors of Stratford, and the building is actually named after a man called William Shreve, who was an archer in the service of King Henry VIII. Although he was an archer, he wouldn't normally have got this kind of gift. So what it is, there is some evidence to say that he was actually an assassin in the king's service. He was also believed to be the first sheriff of the town, because Shreve is a corruption of the early word sheriff.
Having been intrigued with the history of the property, Barry was now keen to learn more about some of its paranormal inhabitants.
Some of the dominant spirits we've got, first one I should say is William Shreve, whom as I told you before, the building's named after. He is a very protective spirit, and he will dominate any of the others if he doesn't like them. Like, for example, John Davis, who's the spirit of the serial killer. He will come forward, but if William Shreve comes along, he will then push John Davis out. He won't have him around when he's there, because it's his house and he doesn't like him.
With the revelation that the property is haunted by the ghost of a serial killer, what advice does John have for the GPS team?
All I will say is that if you are calling out for spirits tonight, and you do come into contact with that spirit, John Davis, all I ask is that you be a little respectful to him and don't provoke him, because he can react quite nastily.